You'll get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a neck-breaking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, towards a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. That Dr. Seuss guy really knew what he was talking about. For Pitch Wars, there was this sort of excitement during which I drank so much caffeine that I think I developed like superhero-like super speed. I'm still not distracted enough. Or that could have just been my hands shaking. Now that the Pitch Wars rush has slowed down, many of us settle in to wait, which makes it more like regular querying. In fact, this is what this video is about. Writers wait all the time, whether it's on queries, or it's on edits, or it's on a beta reader. We're constantly waiting. If you're a writer, you become a champion waiter. That sounds weird. Or if you ask my husband, a champion at whining. Thankfully, I figured out a few things to make it a little less agonizing. Number one is taking on more projects. You'll not normally hear me say anything like this because for me it's insanity, but I've found that making videos in my spare time, writing more Wattpad stories, writing down the next new shiny idea really takes my mind off the waiting. If you already have too many projects on the go, I wouldn't recommend taking on more, but doing something small like writing a new blog post every week might help. The number one thing that everyone has said to me is start your next project, and this is really true. Once you throw yourself into this new world, it's a little easier to forget the query and agent world you're leaving behind and all of the waiting that's going on there. If you throw yourself 100% into a new project, it makes things a little easier. Right now, I'm working on about 2 projects for Wattpad, and it's really great with Nano because I do find it super distracting. It's distracting me from the waiting to have an actual deadline that I set myself. The third thing I'll suggest is querying more agents. It does, I find, give you a little bit of a feeling of control to be able to put another query out there in the world. However, I do suggest not going too crazy. If you think that your manuscript might get some feedback from other agents, you definitely want to make sure that you have more agents to send it to in case you just do a bunch of revisions, and then you have more options rather than if you've already queried everyone and you've got these cool new revisions to your manuscript, then what do you do with it after that? So maybe query in batches of 10 or even 15 if you're feeling extravagant, and then see what you get from each batch. Maybe send out a new query for every 2 that are rejected, or if you get new feedback, then send out another one. If you're not ready to send out more queries, but you still want that distraction, you can draft them in your email. You're still in the querying process, you're just not hitting that send button yet. This has the added bonus of making sure that your query is personalized and you have the name right and it's going to the right person, all before you even think about sending it. What about you guys? Do you have any tips or techniques for what you do while you're waiting to keep yourself sane? If you do, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget, on Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, the WordNerds are having our live chat, and we would love to see you there. Thanks for watching, fellow WordNerds, and I'll see you next week.